A terrifying carjacking in Atlanta. The woman had no idea anyone was in her car until she got here to the Krog Street Tunnel. The man jumped out, demanding her car.
A body found near a school. How an app helped lead police to the victim.
Him opening his eyes is one of the smallest things he could do, but it's the biggest miracle.
Now the community is rallying to help the family.
Live from Atlanta, 11Alive at 5 starts now.
You've been watching breaking news out of South Florida. A sunny afternoon, an afternoon bell, and then tragedy. A shooting at a high school in Parkland, Florida, just north of Fort Lauderdale. The superintendent there now saying multiple fatalities. And just within the last hour, we watched as the alleged shooter was handcuffed. Melissa Long has been following the breaking details as they come in.
And so many of the breaking details have been unveiled on social media, really playing a key role in this story as a primary source for information and a real way for the community to communicate, for parents to connect with their children, and for families just to make sure each loved one was okay. So it was just after 3:30. Broward County, the schools here, sent out this tweet communicating with families. There was gunfire just before dismissal, saying that law enforcement was on the scene. At the very same time, we have a real picture of what was going on inside the school from the students. A very simple message. I am in a school shooting right now. Really terrifying. And then this message from a student. Take a look at that photograph. You can see it's of the students hunkered down, cowering under their desks. Then there's some video. It's pretty frightening. It's from Snapchat.
Oh my God!
That's raw cell phone video from that student captured inside a school, alerting everyone on social media about what was happening inside the walls of their really sprawling campus. Those videos, those pictures, really the first reports, that was more than 30 minutes before the police started communicating. Let's give you a little bit more background now. The shots were fired at this sprawling campus, 3,200 kids, Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School. That was about 3 hours ago now. We can tell you that there are 14 people transported to area hospitals. The Broward County Sheriff, Sheriff Israel, unfortunately confirming multiple fatalities in this case. They're now going room by room through the school, clearing the rooms, making sure everybody is out before the true crime scene investigation can start. Now, what about the suspect? The sheriff said he was arrested at a home very close to the school. He is reportedly either 18 or 19 years of age and a former student. So this is some new video of students holding their hands in the air. They're led to safety. Officials say there are still students inside the building hiding in rooms and closets. That was when they didn't know whether or not the shooter was in the school or outside the school. Authorities are, again, as I mentioned, going room by room, clearing the school so they can clear it for the active investigation. Now, of course, we've heard from the president taking to social media as well. Well, here's his message. My prayers and condolences to the families of the victims of the terrible Florida shooting. No child, no teacher, or anyone else should ever feel unsafe in an American school. That from the president this afternoon. Let's give you just a little bit of understanding of our newsroom. This is the bridge. It's the center of activity in our newsroom. The entire team is working on this very critical story. We're connecting with you. We're connecting you with the resources across the country. As information comes in, we'll share it with you here on 11Alive, on our app, and on Facebook. Jeff, Jennifer.
Melissa, thank you. Well, new at 5, a search underway for a man who popped up in a woman's backseat as she was driving, demanding she hand over the car.
And making this even scarier, just minutes before she had dropped off her child at school. The story basically is everybody's worst nightmare. And one of the questions from the viewers on our Facebook is, how did he get in the car?
Yeah, and this could this bolt thief actually strike again? Our Caitlin Ross is walking us through exactly what happened.
She says her mom had the car parked in the garage, but the garage door was open. That's when police think the thief snuck in the car. Her mom says she noticed a weird smell as soon as she got in the car.
But she, kind of ignored it and went on about her day.
She drove for almost half an hour from Decatur to Atlanta, dropping her daughter off at school before crossing under the Krog Street Tunnel.
It was here in the dark that the man jumped out of her backseat demanding her car. The woman's daughter told me she threw her car in park and got out as fast as she could.
And she did the right thing, by exiting the vehicle. She didn't try to fight the guy or anything like that. Once he demanded the vehicle, she exited, flagged down help, and was able to, remain safe.
The victim then came here, APD Zone 6, to report the crime. Police say they're still looking for the thief and the SUV.
I'm meteorologist Chris Holcomb from the 11Alive Storm Trackers. Another day with a good coverage of clouds around. We had a little bit of sunshine that was able to break through at times. We're tracking some showers, just a few light showers, mainly up to the north. Remember yesterday we were talking about how the rain chances will be higher up in North Georgia and lower here in Atlanta, and that's where we're seeing some of those showers moving through. We have another band that we're watching through North Alabama and into Tennessee and even more back into Mississippi. This is what's going to be feeding into our area tonight. We still will have rather low rain chances, but they're not down to zero. Just be prepared tonight if you are out and about that you might get hit by a light shower moving through a little bit later on. Those rain chances again will be higher up over parts of North Georgia. This is our high resolution rapid refresh model, and it kind of overdoes it a little bit. I don't think we're going to see the coverage of rain that this is showing us, but I just want you to know 8, 9 o'clock tonight, if you're going to be going out for Valentine's Day, there may be just a few spotty showers around, mainly where you see these darker green colors in North Georgia, even here in the metro Atlanta area. As you see the moderate rain out in Alabama, a lot of that falls apart as it moves in. So really just take your umbrella out with you tonight with your Valentine and be prepared for a couple of those showers. It's not going to be a washout during the evening. It is on the mild side. We topped off just below 60 today. 59 is the current temperature. That has been our high so far today as well. Where we saw some sunshine breaking through, it got up a little warmer. 63 in Athens, Peachtree City 63, and 65 in LaGrange. Stay with us. We're tracking additional rain showers. We'll talk about those up and down rain chances and how that'll impact your weekend at the bottom of the hour.